this view right here. It's tradition to stop and get a bunch of really bad food at the Moose before you hit the highway. And some fancy, sold me on the advertising drinks. Southern Ohio bound.
Let's go.
All right, guys, September 3rd. Okay, Chris says it's September 4th. Chris says even the big movies, they do multiple takes, so I'm keeping this one. September 4th, we are about 10 minutes out from their farm down here. We're gonna hang stands this time for sure, as long as he stays on the road.
Yeah.
This is an awful take. But make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video. But this is our 4th trip down here to the Gore Farm. We're hanging stands today. We came down last month. It was just too hot to hang stands, so all we did was grab cameras and then boogie out. But today it's a lot cooler. We're a month away from season, so we're gonna hang the stands. His dad and Steve are down here checking out food plots, checking their cameras and hanging their stands. So everything should be ready to go through this weekend. We're gonna move cameras around from the summer locations to fall locations, and the next time Chris comes down here, he'll be hunting. He might be down here hunting before I meet him down here.
Yeah, I might have a big one.
Yeah, he might even be tagged out. I have my honeymoon and stuff to start the season, so I'm not gonna be hunting until at least the 3rd week. So he might sneak down here a few times. But after that, I'm definitely gonna come down and film him. You know, rumor has it there's a giant Boone and Crockett typical world record size buck down here. So we're gonna find out all about that because I got cameras all over this place. We have not seen a picture of it yet. The other hunting buddies are being a little close-lipped on it, but apparently there's a good one. So we'll see if we have any pictures of him. Hang the stands. There's some people doing some property work down here. They're fixing the area up, getting ready to put a cabin in probably next year. So things are moving along here. First year at the Gore Farm. Yeah, we'll see what we got. Oh, they were here doing some work. Like a toy gun. That camera looks safe. Just got whacked.
Behind it.
Stand 1.
Shoot the big one out of this one.
Is up. Yeah, there. So world record monster, rumored typical 12-point Boone or Crockett buck. So they say. Right there. Coming up out of this bottom. Huge draw bottom. Gradually slopes up. Bean field horseshoes around and then goes that way a while. But that buck's coming up out of there, feeding across these beans early season. So we're kind of exposed here. Property line's not too far into the weeds, so we can't really go that much farther that way. But with that big tree in front, and we'll be able to add some cover to it, it'll actually cover us pretty good. He's got a wide open shot to the food plot late season when that food plot's in business. So far not so bad. That went up pretty easy. Not a bad view from up here, Chris. Nice toss.
Look at those hands.
Yeah. Played wide receiver on the playground. These brassicas are coming up kind of sparse, huh?
Yeah.
Screen looks good though.
Screen's stupid.
And this is gonna be nice for scrapes. There's definitely gonna be some scrapes on the edge of this food plot. This under here. I mean, this is, you can tell this gets scraped every year as it is. These hang downs. The brassicas need overseeded with something, a little sparse. Well, Steve sure can farm screen. That stuff's 15 feet tall. This is the place where we need to make a note. That's actually not a bad tree.
Doesn't Dad have a stand in here?
Yeah, I think he does for a scrape. It's oak tree right here. There's definitely gonna be scrapes underneath this. This food plot didn't look too bad. You can tell where he walked. 2 rows. Oh, there's your dad's stand. I wonder if that's why he needs me to tighten. I will. A lot of scrapes. A lot of scrape trees. So you can see the bean field up top here. Obviously the Egyptian wheat screening. Those are cowpeas, Steve said. He planted cowpeas and they're vining out. I don't know if doesn't look like a deer eating them, but whatever cowpea is, he's got them planted here. And then here's the brassicas, turnips or radishes of some sort, real sparse. There's blank areas, kind of weird. I don't know if the spreader just wasn't working or what, but it didn't come in very good.
First year.
First year though, learning process. Probably the beans get the least amount of pictures they're gonna take though.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be some good scrape action there. That screening looks real good actually. Yeah, it's a little bit. So he crimped all this and then planted it, right? That's what he did, I think. I think this was buckwheat, he said, and he crimped it. Those are cowpeas over there. Oh, kind of sparse here, these brassicas. Cowpeas are thick though, and them weeds. All right, first new camera hung. In what I would call the north side of the dog bone, but this just grassy area. There's a food plot in the bean field over there, and the bean field stretches all the way across, but there's just pine tree growth and it just kind of slowly eases up. Great transition area for bucks. Me and Chris moved that tree out of the way that was leaning over here to make room for the camera without realizing that the first scrape I found of the year, Chris technically found it, was underneath it. So there's already a buck scrape here, and I haven't found one yet. We haven't found any rubs, but this transition area is the area I was most excited about hunting, and we're going to end up putting a tree stand tucked in right over here where we can watch the path coming up, the ridge that goes down into a deep valley down there, and then this transition area to the food. And we want to be able to watch this. I'm sure there'll end up being scrapes underneath all this stuff. There's a bunch of old historical rubs in here, so pretty excited.
Gets me excited for deer season.
Oh yeah. First mock scrape. Chris, you want to go that way? Kind of.
Where's our salt lick's farther down, right?
Yeah. First mock scrape here at the new farm. On a nice run on a shelf. And yeah, we're pretty excited. Haven't checked any of the cams yet, but we're gonna throw up one more of those on the other side of the farm. We found a spot where it needs one, but we'll have 2 mocks before the season starts. Ready to rip. He's not even afraid.
No.
Man, it's a beautiful view. A radix in this area would be awesome. Salt lick's definitely getting used.
Yeah.
Let's see if this radix camera is still clicking.
Gonna grab Matt.
Yeah. Yes, I did as much as I could.
Did it tighten up at all?
A little bit. I got 2 clicks.
Right.
But the one side's nice and like dug in, the other side's kind of out still. Nice spot though. Nice spot.
You can shoot out in that field.
Yeah, I like that spot a lot. Yeah, we got this.
Runs real close to you. Yeah, I know, but that's the only tree there was.
Are you happy with what you hung? You happy with what you hung? You happy with it?
Did
We got our spot picked.
Any tractor over there?
Oh, I couldn't tell where you said the people came out into the field.
I couldn't either. No, they came up between the cameras. Where'd they ride?
Yeah, we looked.
They rode up and down the edge. I thought they were in the beans. Yeah. No, they went into ours, in my fruit plot. You guys want to ride?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, this is the view from stand 2. We talked about earlier, like the transition area kind of looks like a Kansas type area, coming up a deep valley, deep ravine down here, transitions up, and then beans, food plot, everything over that way. We did find a small scrape, and there's some small rubs over here. First buck sign we found, actually, but we're pretty excited to hunt this transition of movement. The deer are gonna be coming up off their beds on these shelves and stuff, moving up into the fields, which are about 200 yards that way. And this little clearing is going to be loaded with deer sign, I'm sure.
Except for the sawdust everywhere.
Gonna need a seat on that one, huh?
You bring one with you.
Look at that view. Look at that view.
You gonna tell me this ain't a good spot for gun hunting?
Pretty excited about it? All right, guys, we're on our way home. It's 8 o'clock. So we were there for 10 hours. We spent some time there today.
Yeah.
We hung and or helped hang six different stands today. All ladder stands. 4 of them have the capability, technically, yeah, 4 of them. We can put cameraman platforms off to the side or behind. So 4 cameraman setups, 6 total stands today. We did 2 mock scrapes. Moved one of the cell cams to mock scrape.
Put some new cameras up.
Yeah, put some new cameras up. 2 for sure shooters. 2 like 150 class, tall boy, and then we haven't named the other one yet with the split brow and nice beans, but 2 150 class bucks that are for sure shooters. No world record Booner 12 point.
Didn't see it.
Yeah, apparently he's just not there, but. And then a whole bunch, 6 or 7 different bucks in the 120 to 140, 8 to 10 point category. They might lose a little bit of inches when the velvet comes off, but no hard horn bucks down there yet. But the beans are starting to change. We found 1 rub and 1 scrape, so a little bit different than Northeast Ohio, but no clean bucks yet. And they sure are pumping those beans every night. They're on those beans. The group changed from about 6 to 10 bucks that are on the beans together. 2 of them were shooters last year that we'll really focus on here in the next month or so. It's going to be nice to start getting some scrape action these deer.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting.
Yeah, I have to get some brownings down there on some scrapes to kind of get some good video. But it was a good day, long day. We're pretty tired. And in a few days, we're going down to West Virginia to do it all again. West Virginia, same type of day. So lots of content coming.